Right on Q Live, we are live, and today I got time, but more importantly, today I got reasons. Ooh, clever bars. Hey. And today I got a very special guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Jizza Raw, back for the second time. What's up, y'all? Third time? Oh,
yes.
I did the freestyle too.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But
I'm a veteran out here.
Yeah, so about that first time, if you haven't, check out that Petty God episode, one of my personal favorite. Also because it was a great conversation, but also it was on a sequel and sorts to that infamous Quadruple episode, and there was like a sense of closure added to that element of that conversation. This nigga got a little bit too much praise, and I would have liked, had to set some things straight in my household. My girl was being a little bit too.
I can't help who loves me, bro.
Yeah, she's being a little bit too complimentary. Like, damn, this nigga not even a good one ours. Like, but then you came back for the Toxic Intermission / freestyle episode. You actually end up winning by popular demand, yes. And
shout out Young Rel, shout out YR though.
Shout out to YR Young Rel.
Showed up.
Yeah, but you won. Shout out to One Take Dave and Max and the Phenom, whoever part of that freestyle. I love that episode just because we started the year, but now we're here specifically to talk about this new up and coming project. Yes. That by the time you've been hearing this, it'll be coming out tomorrow. If you're listening, if you a real RightonQuelive fan and listening, follow, you listen to this shit the day dropped.
Facts.
And the day after this, the project Reason to Live will be out. But before you get to it, I don't know if I talked about this on Petty Guy, but first when I ever heard you were seeing you was shout out to One Take Dave. He invited me to this for the free concert at Bourbon and Branch, and I was very impressed with the setup of the show and how everybody had their own style and how everybody was cool. Apparently, I didn't like all the artists, of course, but it was a good night, whatever. Yeah. But I remember when you came on, and, I'm not sure if you said at the beginning or at the end, but I remember you did your whole speech about reasons to live and niggas need reasons, hard out here and shit like that, whatever. Then you want to proceed to do your music, and I was just highly impressed because I appreciated just the sentiment you had with your message that you just said outright, but then the music was just to me, I wasn't expecting that juxtaposition because the message was straightforward and your music was very light in a sense, sonically you had a lot of melody and shit like that. Facts. But it was just tough ass music. So I was very impressed. Definitely, as soon as I saw I definitely have him on the show, whatever. And then also even more so, it's funny when I was thinking of the freestyle, of the cipher rather. At that time, I heard a few of your songs, but I just didn't take you as the cipher type dude, whatever.
Rapper.
Yeah, I just didn't think of it, whatever.
I feel like I got that kind of moniker from people in
general. Yeah, so it's funny when I was putting together and you saw I didn't put your name in, and you was like, "Oh, word, yeah, sure, you want to come on?" And then, full circle into winning the shit. So it all works out.
Niggas ain't show up too, so I ain't want to get to I wanted to win against.
Niggas did not show up.
That's for the fuck you forever list.
But so Jizza Raw, talking more about Reasons to Live, the inspiration for the project, maybe more about the title, where it came from, the recording process actually, and all about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely start with the inception of it. Reasons has been in progress for a long time. I would say it's kind of a morphing of a couple different projects that I thought I was putting together and kind of broke down over time. But I would say it really came together within the last year and a half. I was kind of in a little bit of a writing slump. Dealing with a lot of mental health issues, just bouncing back from a serious bout with depression in my own. And I got a beat package from my man Hendo, who actually is the executive producer of the album. Hendo's beats immediately just kind of got me back up. I mean, anybody who makes music know sometimes you hit a slump or something like that, but it just take that one track or something and just kind of bounce you back. It's like a shooter when you hit your first two shots.
I see it go in.
Yeah, exactly, and then you off. I entitled it Reasons to Live. Very self-explanatory. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily a checklist of things you gotta have to keep on pushing on because there isn't such a thing. It's more so almost like a personal journal. And I'm giving my story in order to help people with theirs. You know what I mean? If you can relate to something I'm talking about, you're gonna be able to put this in a position to help you when you're in a low moment, or help you when you're in a time where you don't feel like you have answers. Basically, this just help people see through darkness, quote unquote.
Got you. And it's funny, I had a very weird moment. I was listening to your first single was Pressure. It's a good song, very good video as well. But as I was watching, then as like you said, you talk about your mental health a lot, and you express that, especially on social media and shit like that. And as I was watching the video to the song, I was like, you know what? This is weird as shit and bittersweet, because you were the first person, an artist that I knew personally, whatever, that Cause people always talk about. It's funny. I see a lot of artists like Kid Cudi and Joe Budden, and some fans even say, "Damn, I miss when they were depressed. Like I miss that old way. I miss that darker sound."
Facts.
But me personally, I never got that. Of course, you can say for whatever reason that music may have been better in some way, but I could just never say to myself, I wish. I missed that. I want them to be depressed indirectly in a way like that.
I was real fucked up because people did that to Wayne. Remember when Wayne tried to quit drugs?
Yeah,
and niggas was like,
I miss when Wayne was high.
Lane. Niggas did the same shit to Eminem, and like I definitely got a better association to that music because I thought it was better. But I don't want niggas to be sick. I don't need niggas to suffer for me for them to make art for me. You know what I mean? But I do think it's a weird juxtaposition because
it's like I'm enjoying his music, but he's literally saying or at least referring to.
And it's cool to enjoy the music,
darkness.
but don't expect that person to be there forever. You know what I mean? Because I don't want nobody to be hurt to make me happy. But I also know that people make great music and great art in general through pressure and through struggle.
So this music, would you say, is more of a kind of some people when they're making a piece of art, is more of a hindsight type expression. But would you say this is more of a current state of mind, or is like stuff you said you got past that bout that you were referring to,
right? And
or is it like a mixture?
I think that it's an ongoing battle because it's not something that I feel I'm ever gonna like jump out of because even I attempted suicide in 2011 and here I am in 2015 making an album where I feel like I'm past something, but I've had some of those same thoughts over the last month, and that could be just attributed to stress and like other things I have going on in my life. But we 5, 6, 7 years removed and dealing with the same kind of shit. So, it can always creep back up on you.
So, would you say like the music is like a sense of relief, or is it also like at times a weird sense of reminder?
I think the reminder is the relief. Like reminding myself that I made it through this. Like I got a line in a song called Rainbow. Just remember every test you done passed it. Really just looking back on the fact that all the crazy shit that you went through, like you still standing here right now. Like if you could talk about that with me right now, you won. You here. It's like when 2 Chainz say, you wake up today, you win. You know what I mean? It's the same kind of mentality, basically. Like reminding myself of where I've been so I can see where I'm trying to go.
Yeah, because like I said, so as I was watching that Pressure video, it's like a lot of like graphic scenes or whatever, graphic references. It's like I know this guy. Like this is weird. I never knew Eminem. Like so, it was like it was a distant thing, whatever. And also, I remember you talked about, it was a third on Twitter. You talked about your aunt, who that whole story of her life and that the tragedies, and it was like a combination of feelings because, like I said, the music had just started coming. I really started seeing the visuals for the role of the Reasons to Live moniker that's been, very prominent. And then that came out. I was like, I felt it in me to just reach out and show that, we're not best friends. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're straight, whatever. Because you're the first person I ever knew that was very vocal about mental health, depression. The music reflects that and shit like that, whatever. So I was like, this is a weird. Is a new experience, at least for me as a listener.
You're like a good example of what I feel the outreach of this can be also because like we have conversations about mental health before, like on my first episode and stuff like that, where obviously we don't see everything the same in that sense, but you still feel the music enough and feel the message enough to like relate to it and like reach out in a situation like that, you know what I mean? So it can still touch people that's not even afflicted by this just because they can have some kind of sense of oneness with what's going on.
Or like humanity and type of shit.
Absolutely, yeah, just like being a person.
And that, in referring to Petty God and Quadruple, that's why I feel, I was taking offense. A lot of people was taking shit out of like context. Niggas trying to make it seem like I'm just like this cold ass evil villain. It's like nigga, everybody just, if you kill yourself, fuck you type shit. It's like, no, that's not exactly what I'm saying. So it is funny. But some more about the music. So you wanna? Oh,
you asked me about the recording process too.
Oh yeah, recording process. Cause I'm gonna go do some tracks.
Right, I got you. The majority of the album was recorded in Legend Bound Studios with Kill Confirmed.
Shout out to Kill Confirmed.
Shout out
the nigga that ducked that fade on the cipher.
Ducking lots of shit. I transitioned and worked a lot with Cheddar up in Shifted Studios. That's in New York, and then I circled back around to finish the album with Blake, who's a Philadelphian. As well as Army Zen, some people know. So I got a good amount of production from different people who lended their hand to make this album what it is. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. And it took a long fucking time. I learned a lot through this recording and inception process too. You know what I mean? you can't work with everybody. You can't be on everybody's time. You know what I mean? It's a
Mhm.
lot that goes into putting together a full-length project. And this is the first one that I have put together, so it's definitely like a large learning experience for me as well, and what I can do for the future and like how I can change things.
From like a Mount Rushmore standpoint, like 4 artists, give me 4 artists who are like, you could say, whether they coincide, that like you draw like the most influence from, just you as an artist or like this project. And if they're not the same, you know, two different answers.
Gotcha.
But
I would say, I'll say me as an artist first. I would say, it's always difficult for me, but Kid Cudi, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, and maybe Joey Badass. Like if I'm thinking about rappers who I like see myself falling in the line with, or people who I've drawn from in the past. For this album, it's like a mix of local and larger scale people, because I've definitely had a lot that's brought me here. I would say Good Old War is my favorite band, and they kind of did a lot to get me through the mind state that helped me make this album. Like when I was actually living the shit that I'm talking about, like their self-entitled album was a big reason to the fact that I feel like I'm still here today. Ish Williams.
shout out to Ish.
Motion was big for me, because that song hit me in a time where I was in a real big slump. It was a part of that same period of time. I wasn't sure if I was making the right thing, if I was in the right state of mind. I was just unsure about a lot. I wasn't writing a bunch of music. I wasn't writing good music when I was writing. And I heard that song when I was feeling a lot of the shit that he was talking about, and it definitely just kind of like boosted my spirits back up, man. That beat, everything. Like I just fuck with that track so heavy.
That's
and
what's up.
It put me in a good position, and I think it definitely. I said it a couple times through the creative process to my own team, but I think it definitely propelled me in some ways to make this album. So I would put him on there for this as well. Bob Marley, because I think that part of the reason I identify with Bob's music so much, and why I've been such like a big fan of his for so long, is because his music is so passionate. It can sound so painful, but it's so uplifting at the same time. It's like his music really can heal people. And I wanted my music to be able to do that. I wanted to have that same kind of effect where people felt what I was saying so much that they could almost just like I mean, I can't solve anybody's problems with my music, but almost like soothe their soul through that. Yeah.
Tied out sound last.
Yeah. Nah. He just told me to get the hair.
Okay.
He told me to twist it up. He said the bitches like it.
Shout out to the bitches. So let's go through the track list real quick. So first track, Know What I Do.
Know What I Know.
I'm sorry, Know What I Know.
Yes.
So quick thoughts about that track.
Know What I Know is one of the only 2 tracks that's not recorded by the executive producer, Hendo. It was produced by Will with the Beats, who also features on the album. He's a member of my collective with the Beats. I got that track a long time before I got the rest of these, and I actually found it after I had finished the album and just knew it was supposed to be the intro. Like, I wrote that song so fast, and it was so exciting. I was always really excited to finally put that song out, but I never found a space to drop it into. So when I found the beat again while looking for something else for reasons, it was like faded. Like I just knew I was supposed to have it ready, and it just fits so well. It fits so well with the project, man. The layers on that, the conflicting melodies, like the way that my voice and Will's voice interact on the song. I just think it's really great. It's one of my favorite tracks that I made ever.
Okay. Track 3, Komorebi.
Komorebi is a Japanese word. It means the light that filters through trees. And it's a symbol for hope, basically, like hope through dark times, basically like looking for a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. Forgive me. The song definitely has some like emotional ties to it. I made that song for the man who engineered yesterday's painting, Doug Reed. Other people known as Komorebi as a producer. This is where I got the name from. And he's just a person who I've leaned on a lot through my time to like get where I am, and I feel that we both saved each other in so many aspects, and that song was just like a reminder and a reference to some of the shit that we've gone through.
Okay. Track 5, Love.
Love is deep. It's almost like a letter to my family. Originally there was a song that went before Love called Off Top that was in short was almost like a suicide note kind of, and Love will come right off of that kind of the thing. After I finished saying all this shit that got me angry to end it, I'm saying all these things that I wanted to say to my family while I wasn't around, you know what I mean? Basically trying to convey the message that I do feel for them despite times that it feels like I don't, or times where I feel absent. And I think a lot of people who deal with depression and deal with any other type of mental disorders can relate to that, the feeling of people not not knowing that they care, not knowing that they give a fuck, or not really wanting to be around them in general.
Off Top isn't on the project anymore.
Off Top is no longer on the project. I had a couple songs to drop.
Why?
A lot of reasons, but I would say that
a lot of reasons.
Engineering,
but I do. He's clever.
Engineering was a big part of some letdowns toward the end of this album. That's all I'll say.
Okay. So how many did we cut?
Originally it was
15, right?
15 songs, and one song was 2 songs, so technically it was 16, and now we down to 13.
That was such a nice artwork too. Also, real quick, shout out to the whole OTD. I always give it up to y'all, but shout out to the whole OTD team and the way y'all really move as a unit, and the time and quality that y'all put into your product that y'all put out. Whatever, you had a nice little rollout with the artwork and the cover and where the track list was, and I want to talk more about that and how that can happen real quick.
My biggest focus on the strength was the visuals. Like I knew the cover art was going to be great. I have a lot of confidence in Tina and Sel. I really think they're like the best at what they do. It's unmatched. Tina has like a wild creativity that just takes off anytime I give her anything. Like I show her an idea, I can have 3 sentences written out of what I want to see, and she come up with a fucking storyboard the next day. This shit is crazy. But
and exactly, what is the cover is like? Describe the cover and what does it mean to you?
So on the cover, you'll see me, like head basically having just peeked through the ocean. You see the sun beating down from above me, and I'm looking up to the sky, and I'm eyeless, almost as if I'm in some kind of trance, like I've just saved myself, saved my spirit almost. As you go below the ocean surface, you'll see myself as I lose the beads that are around my neck, metaphorically bounding me, keeping me grounded. Those things, that losing those allows me to drown. You'll see me falling through the water, and at the very bottom you actually see the beads broken and dropping throughout the water, like just kind of floating away, and you see me drowning down there as I sign Reasons to Live, and it's almost my goodbye. And it's that juxtaposition that you see on the entire album, the life or death, that towing that line, coming back, giving up.
Okay. And so we lost some tracks. That's why niggas don't release track lists anymore.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. Badu. So I said I heard that. Talk more about that.
Badu is probably like the most performed song on this album, because I've definitely done a couple of these tracks like at shows already, and Badu is like the jam of the album. I love Erykah Badu. She's fucking awesome. That's one of my favorite songs.
You believe in the myth of the box?
Yes.
You do?
Oh, yes. It gotta be crazy.
She'd be like,
crazy.
Take the beads off, Jizza. Will you lose the beads for Badu?
Bro, she can tell me do whatever she wants. Just don't have me out here dressing crazy like 3 stacks in comedy. Keep my clothes cool and I'm cool. Okay. Whatever she wants.
Drug Free.
Drug Free is an interlude, and it was originally made to be kind of like a break in the, I don't want to say tension of the album, but for lack of a better word, I guess I should say, like the tension. There's a really strong build up at the beginning from like track 1 to 7. I would say is like the really core, like of the album, where people like really take away whether they fuck with it or not. And Drug Free was basically to give kind of a break in that intensity, because the first 2 songs are just kind of really in your face, and the songs following that get really like down in your soul. Kinda. They definitely gonna make people feel some shit.
Got you. Knowledge with my man One Take.
I basically made that song so that I could have Dave on my album. Like, as soon as I heard that beat, I knew Dave was supposed to be on it, and I sent that shit to him before I even had it ready. Like, but it's a great track, and it was really, I got a couple of tracks that are really just basically about oneness and unification and interconnectedness. Because we are all on the same planet, like in the same fucking skeleton, like out here doing the same shit, just trying to survive. You know what I mean? Like, it's really just about fucking helping people when you see them down, and like not being so apathetic that you can't see somebody in need, like right in front of your face. Like the chorus of that song is, why you won't give a fuck when you see a nigga stuck? Look up, like fucking this nigga's right in front of you, struggling every day. Just take a second.
Did Sand to the Sun make it?
Sand to the Sun did make it.
Okay.
Sand to the Sun made it. It was close. It was close. It was very close. I don't have that much to say about Sand to the Sun. I just think that the feature, Ben, Moose Playground is what you'll know him as. I have a song with him called Strange Funk, him and Hendrix, that I have up if people want to hear like what a collaboration between us sounds like. But basically, I'll just say about that song that he has the best verse on my album.
Okay. Interesting. And the last one, just leave it at that. Only One. That's what outro.
Yeah, Only One is very much like a summary track. And just kind of drawing back to my belief once I've gotten through all of these ideas that I presented. So you're going back and forth between this juxtaposition of good or bad, heaven, hell, life, death. And then when you get to this end track, it's just saying that it means two things. It means, in one sense, there's only one. Like, you create your world. Like, I make my world what it is. I'm the only person who has, like, full control over what I do day in and day out, what I see day in and day out. You know what I mean? Like, I have to take the ownership to make myself want to continue to live.
Okay.
Like, my reason is myself. But on the other hand, it's also saying that there's only one. Like, we are all one thing. We're all together in the shit. So people shouldn't think so much about being such a versus, like me versus you, or me against the world, like us against the world, fuck everybody else type of shit. It's really just, it's only one. It's only one of us out here. We all in the same boat.
Yeah, that's real. And I can say, you know, I gotta grow more on that, because, like, I don't know whether it's just, like, naturally in me, or, like, my mom, or Philly, but I am definitely naturally not, like, I can't say, but I am a versus guy. Like, it's like, yeah, like,
absolutely.
I'm definitely like
but
that.
I mean, we live in a
but I'm not
society, you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of breeds you to be that way, to want to be like the best at everything, or want to be greater than this person. It's almost like for you to win, somebody got to lose. And that's always how it's been.
And I embrace it. Nigga, fuck you.
Everybody.
But at the same time,
on the East Coast, nigga.
Yeah, right. But at the same time, I definitely am all about being genuine, and, like, you know, you focus when you fuck with them hard, and, you know, let it be genuine.
I just try.
I
like very actively just try not to be selfish. I feel like I spent a lot of time in life just being selfish.
And I definitely don't believe in being selfish.
Yeah.
I actually, so.
Yeah. And it always too, not even just with my things or my time, but like with my attention. You know what I mean? I don't think it's weird to promote somebody's music that I don't know, who not promoting me, or to, like, follow a nigga that don't follow me or something like that. Just the simple shit. You know what I mean? Just showing love. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, if it's true and it's genuine to you and authentic, yeah, why not? Whatever. That's what I can say. If someone, it's still a versus thing, but if, like, you on, like, my side in a sense, or I fuck with you, you fuck with me, or there's a genuine respect.
Yeah.
We cool, we can rock, no selfish shit like that. Sure. But if it's not on the other side, then it's fucking versus you, and you know, you die.
I mean, I definitely got a whole list of fuck yous.
Yeah.
I'd be irate out here.
But, yeah, you know, shout out to Penny. She called you Alonzo on the timeline.
She'll be kirking off real quick. It'll just be like that.
And speaking on the timeline, now for some general topic discussion.
Yeah.
So, like I said, a lot of time we talking, we debate and shit like that, whatever. So let's say where we're gonna shoot at first, whatever. Reese. Oh, I didn't want to talk about this again, but me and you get a chance to talk about it, except on the timeline. This is the last time, though.
Go ahead.
All the listeners, this is the last time. Afro-Latinas. And so shout out to your girl, you know, she did a very nice thread. I'm interested with the pictures and that shit. So just to recap, my original thought and statement was, I don't understand. Basically, I'm not rolling with the whole Afro-Latina thing, whatever. At the time, I was confused and unaware how people Afro-Latina basically saying they were, like, in a nutshell, the same as me. I wasn't understanding, like, the whole black thing. But at the same time, throughout this whole debate and topic, I feel even the other side, the opposition, was having conflicting thoughts. Some people were saying that, no, like, I never was saying Afro-Latina isn't a real thing per se, but that's
definitely how like the conversation became. Like, that's what the conversation
became.
Yeah,
but then some people were saying, like, all Afro-Latinas aren't black, but then they say all Hispanics aren't Afro-Latinos. And then, but black is an African American. Like, those are like the three things that were just like going in a circle, like down the drain.
And that's all over the place.
Yeah. So, asking you, who's at least you're not Afro-Latina, but you're with Afro-Latina. So, what, just to ask you, as an Afro-Latina, whatever. What is black to you? Simple. What is black? What does being black mean?
I think that because of our place in this world, we don't have the ability to define that. Which is why I believe these conversations stem up, because we get into a time where the world's getting smaller and smaller. Like, the internet got us all connected, and it's got us all reaching for our roots. And that was happening even before now. Like, motherfuckers out here paying Ancestry, paying some old white motherfucker to go find their ancestors in Africa, because it's that deep, just to know where the fuck you from. Like, people want to know that badly. People seem to get annoyed by this Hotepian like statement, but we all are just different boat stops. Like niggas just got dropped off in different fucking places. So there's black people everywhere. Like darker skin is persecuted everywhere. Like
so is that what simply what black means to you? Is it darker skin?
Nah, it's not necessarily me just quoting it off as darker skin. It's me saying straight up, I don't have a slim definition for what blackness is because I can't build those parameters because we're so multifaceted. Like black people are everywhere. You know what I mean? Like there's black people in Jerusalem with fucking blue eyes and curly hair. You know what I mean? The same way as black people over here. You know what I mean? In the hood doing what we do. We global. Like it's really. There's no limit to the bounds of what our people can really be, you know what I mean? So when a group of people comes up and claims their black ancestry, I don't give enough fucks to be like, you're not black. Like, you probably fucking are, my nigga.
What does Hispanic mean to you? What is it, to your knowledge at least, or understanding?
I don't want to misspeak, but from my understanding, Hispanic or Latino, Latinx. I'm not sure exactly how they say that, but I know that's like the term that is written in now.
Latinx?
Latinx. It's like a gender inclusive type of thing, I believe. So it can be like I or O, like man or female, you know.
Okay, all right.
If you include it.
Gotcha.
I think that just stems to the entire Spanish-speaking community at large. I don't want to belittle it to a language again. I don't know the definitions here. This is just from my understanding. But I think the Spanish-speaking community as a whole, like the greater community, collectively is identified as Hispanic because there's so many denominations, I guess. Or that's not the right word. There's so many different pockets of like where you can be like Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Yeah, so and that's kind of where like my let's just say confusion came from, because to my knowledge, that's what, let's just say the whole South America, Caribbean type shit, whatever. That's why I just thought they even were just Hispanic. So that's why when people say they're black, I was like black, white, Hispanic. At the time, Asian. That's what I was thought. But now, so I hear Hispanic people say they're black. Well, I know Hispanic people.
I don't think Hispanic people are just black, but I think that Hispanic people that have black ancestry are black. Like every person who's in a Latin country wasn't like their family wasn't put there through slavery or bondage. You know what I mean? Like some of them were just those people, so they are exactly who they are.
But that's why I was missing as well, because
population that's meshed together and mixed together all over the place.
Yeah, because some people who were like jumping down my throat weren't, like, again, confusion. They weren't people that I were initially even addressing, including your girlfriend per se. Like some people directly have black or African ancestry in, like their dad or something, their grandma. But I was specifically talking to people who.
Well, it can be deeper. It can definitely be farther off.
Right, but like I got white in me, like somewhere, of course. So like that's why I didn't really get that correlation per se. Because like if you got someone like 2 generations back, then you tell me you're black, and that's what you're saying. Like you're not saying because because we all come from the same boat per se, but you're saying no because like I got a black person, like that was a great great granddad. It's like. So you tell me that's why you black though? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, you're Hispanic to my knowledge. Your mom and grandma, all these niggas Hispanic. Like that's what I'm saying. Like even still this day.
But I also do think that like your skin color has to be in the conversation because like being black is a fucking genetic thing. You know what I mean? Like my DNA makes me this color. And when I see somebody like Amara La Negra, like you're not telling me she's not black. Like, she's black as fuck, my nigga. She's darker than me, bro. You know what I mean? I can't argue that shit. So I definitely think that got a place in the conversation too. But it's so much that goes into that shit, and that's really my point. I can't sit there and define that, which is why I think it's more important to not speak from a place of like exclusivity and more be willing to include as we learn more. Because like obviously shit's gonna clash.
Yeah, definitely at this point, I don't care that much to, to go further with it, but. I definitely just look at it as like what I now understand is that black doesn't just mean African American. I can't say I learned that throughout this whole conversation. Like, that's at one point that's why I looked at it. It's like Black History Month, black people, African American, I'm black, this and that. But now I say, oh yeah, of course, the other people outside of it.
I definitely think that like black Americans think we have like an ownership of blackness. We generally seem to think it's like we're black niggas. The rest of y'all some other kind of niggas. Y'all got
Day one, nigga, what you talking about?
Africans definitely feel that way too because they hate niggas. They hate American black people, bro.
Facts.
Well, that's a generalization, but that clash is definitely
a lot of them do.
That shit is just like that.
Also, colorism, real quick. Shout out to Penny again. Me and her always had this reoccurring conversation where she said, like, me and her favorite rapper Wale. one of her theories is the reason Wale isn't bigger, a primary reason, is because he was dark skinned.
No.
And
Does she know that hip hop has been dominated by dark skinned people?
Okay, let's talk about it. So me being a big Wale fan, I'm just like, false. Like, no. Like,
I just think that doesn't make sense at the core, because if you like the type of hip hop that gets promoted heavily is like the gangster looking like epitome of Black American poverty.
Right, and even
niggas. Like Young Thug, black as fuck. 2 Chainz, dark ass. Wayne, dark ass. Birdman, dark. Whole Cash Money was dark ass niggas.
And like, and then the two Biggie, considered Pop, goats,
Puffy,
Biggie, Pop,
like
Biggie, black, ugly as shit, and that nigga was everywhere. Tupac,
like
dark skin, in jail.
I'm trying to think other than Drake, like who are the really popping light skin rappers?
J. Cole, like let's just talk about currently right now, right? She would say Drake and J. Cole, and then when I bring up Kendrick, right? Because this is her thing. She said Wale not only is dark skin, but he talks about per se conscious type shit about the hood, boom boom. I'm like, Kendrick, well, look at Kendrick. Kendrick made To Pimp a Butterfly, right? Dark skin. Got dreads now, braids now, whatever. She said he's different because he has the whole coast behind him, so it's different with the West Coast. It can prop him up. I'm like,
I think it's irresponsible to ignore other factors that brought Wale to where he is right now. So it's like throwing colorism on that. It feels bullshit to me, because I can talk about the mistakes he's made with his own career.
Of course, and that's not even focused on Wale, because I'm not even going to like try to misconstrue a point where I'm sure she has a rebuttal somehow. Right. But we also talk about
don't fuck me up on Twitter, Penny.
Yeah, we also talk about colorism in general aspect of where like we talked when the whole Nicki and Remy thing was going on, and she said Remy's darker skin has a lot to do with like the way they put her against Nicki and shit like that. And I'm just like, no, me personally, I really just don't get the whole dark skin shit in today's time.
I have a very strong belief in colorism's effect on social structure and the way that we interact interpersonally.
Let's talk about music.
I don't think in those situations that you brought up that I believe that colorism was a major factor. Like the Nicki and Remy thing happened because there was brewing beef. Like,
do you think Beyonce would be as big if she was dark skinned?
No.
Okay.
No. Hell no.
Okay.
Because to be that kind of pop star, you got to be like white passing, or you got to be like, it's like black but not that black. But you got to be Chance the Rapper. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
The problem.
You can't be Juicy J, my nigga.
Yeah. The reason when I had a problem with statements like that, though, is like, who's another Beyonce though? Like, I really also want to say like, yeah, Beyonce just Jasmine Sullivan. Like, how the fuck is Beyonce Jasmine Sullivan? I really don't
appreciate those comparisons, but I do understand the fact that Jasmine Sullivan's voice has been like
but many have. Kelly Price, a bunch of people like. So,
but
like, and there's multiple factors as well. Like, why they don't take
more
off.
So is why I called the Wale thing irresponsible. Also, it's that every single instance of a dark-skinned person not succeeding is not because they're dark-skinned.
Right.
But colorism is mad prevalent. Like the way that people talk about dark-skinned women, the way that people treat dark-skinned men. You know what I mean? Like those are facts that's out there, and like you can witness it on a day-to-day basis. But it's also like a weird line to toe, because you can't just like throw colorism on everything. Like, oh, it's because she black. Oh, it's because she a woman. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, everything can't just be that black and white. Like there's mad factors that go into everything.
And I feel it's more prevalent in maybe like the way they display artists, like in many different forms, the way the media does it. But as far as like career trajectories, I can't really think of too many people that is like a dark skinned person or something that's like, oh, they're in a certain place because of their skin. Can you think of anything like that? Like in general?
Like a dark skinned person that's somewhere because they're dark skinned? Or a light skinned person that succeeded straight off being light skinned?
Both questions. Like, you can look at someone's career and be like, oh yeah, their skin is like, if their skin was something else, it'd be totally different. Like, to say Beyonce, I just can't roll that, because there's literally no other Beyonce. Yeah, so like you tell me, if she was dark skinned, she just would be nothing. Like,
I think it's fucked up to put Jasmine Sullivan in that conversation too, because like
that was the most random
Jasmine
I've ever
Sullivan
seen.
can't do any of the things Beyonce did, my nigga. Like,
her best song.
She can't do any of the
Beyonce
shit
got
Beyonce
20 songs better than Jasmine Sullivan's best song. So it was like, what? How? Like,
but you also got to think of everything else that is Beyonce. Like, she's in a fucking iconic girl group. Like, as a child, you know what I mean? She's a fantastic dancer.
Kelly Rowland ain't shit compared to Beyonce. It's not because Kelly Rowland is dark skinned. That's not the reason why Kelly Rowland didn't take off.
It's because Beyonce was the star, my nigga. And Kelly was great, but them singles wasn't hitting like that.
Yeah, she was cool. Motivation still a hit.
Facts.
That's about it,
though. As hell, too.
Yeah, still good. But it's like, so how about so whether dark skin, light skin, you look at some people, like people say Michael, this is a girl recently who was airing, let's talk about Bruno Mars as well. People was airing out Bruno Mars, all this shit. And she really said if Michael Jackson out today, he wouldn't be who he was. And my thing is like, Michael Jackson popped off when the world was even more outwardly racist.
Right.
Like, so how could he take off today? When you arguing that Bruno Mars took off, but Michael Jackson whiter than him. Niggas want to act like Michael Jackson's so black these days. This nigga didn't want to be black. So what the fuck are we even talking about?
Whoa.
Yeah, I said
that's
it.
That's a whole different thing.
Okay, I believe, I came around believing he had vitiligo.
Bro, I got vitiligo too.
Okay, he got vitiligo. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? You're hairless and you got Todd Allen dreads.
I mean,
I'm sorry you're getting perms, changing your lips.
He had a whole other list of personal shit going on.
When did Joe Jackson ever say be white, nigga?
Joe Jackson was telling
Joe Jackson black as shit.
His ass every day. You know, you don't know what kind of fucking mental effects I got on a nigga.
Never said be white.
If I'm in a house,
Joe Jackson like even like white bitches.
Just like a nigga who beating my ass, calling me ugly as fuck every day. And I hate this nigga. And I look just like him every day.
So you go white?
Look, I'm not saying that's what I would do, but you know, situations are extraneous, my nigga. That's
nobody else went white except him though. They all got the same ass whooping.
fair.
Like he went. They all got shit done to their face. That's fair. You know. Lil' Kim, everybody can be mentally fucked up and think, oh my god, I'm so ugly, whatever. But this nigga went white woman.
The plastic surgery.
He ain't a white man, he a white woman.
The plastic surgery was drawing, but I also don't know to what extent like his discoloration was due to vitiligo, because obviously I'm like witnessing my skin turn different colors like, in front of my face. And to what extent it was the things that he did to himself voluntarily. Because I definitely in no way, shape, or form think that he went out and was like, I'm going to become white now. Like, I want to be a white person. That's fucking crazy. Like,
have you seen someone who's turned
that.
Pure white, whatever, with vitiligo?
I had a old dude in my church. He was like pretty far gone. Like, he had spots of black the way I have spots of white. You know what I mean?
He like Michael Jackson?
Everybody loves Michael Jackson.
I said he looked like Michael Jackson.
Oh, nah, he didn't look like Michael Jackson.
That's my point. Like, I've seen people pretty white with the skin condition.
Nah, that's definitely fair. That's definitely fair.
His white versus their white is like, you did some extra shit, my nigga. Like,
even like his hair was different and shit. It was
he wanted to be a white woman. Like, which is cool. He's still the go to cool. I'm saying, but it's funny that people like her, whoever want to talk about this, Michael Jackson, he's a black man. Black man where? Like, he ain't been black since he was 82 or something like that. Like,
he was out there fighting for black music though.
He was as a white woman though. That's Rachel Dolezal.
He was ripping them files out of Sony like.
Yeah.
Like he owned them motherfucker.
Wanting to be whatever. But so about Bruno, culture appropriation. Do you believe in culture appropriation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I believe that it exists, and I believe that people they borrow from cultures in ways that are disrespectful, and I think that's really where the problem is. It's not so much that people borrow from cultures because they're stupid. Like, everybody's gonna be influenced by lots of shit. Like, how many niggas you know with Chinese letters tattooed on them that they don't know what the fuck? Like, that shit.
Niggas still do that.
Niggas still do that shit.
Bro,
Kenyon Martin head to toe with them Chinese tats.
Yeah, but I think that's like,
he had the nerve to call out Jeremy Lin for having that was
niggas
just be out here looking stupid.
Vicious. But I think that stopped at his generation. I don't think niggas 20 doing it. That'd be wild.
But I definitely still think it exists. You know what I mean? And it's just more
niggas ain't covering.
Like, people out here claiming.
Doing yoga.
Claiming appropriation in one situation, but being the appropriator in another situation.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that the focal point more has to be on, like, how is it executed? And are you respectful in the way that you do it? Like, Bruno Mars, as a non-black person, which, who the fuck would know that Bruno Mars is black? That nigga look like a nigga. And he's just been so pro-black and so
appreciative,
helping and giving back to and like bigging up black artists his whole career. Like, that's his whole thing. Like, anytime you ask him about his influences, he naming 20 black dudes. Anytime you asking him what kind of music he listening to, he naming this, that, and the other. Anytime you asking him like if he invented this or invented that, like, you can go back to any Bruno Mars interview. I dare anybody to do that shit. Go back to an interview and find me a place where he really not giving people the credit for what they gave him. Like, it's not like he's just out here biting music and biting sound and biting style and biting culture with no ups to it and not giving any credit where credit is due.
And
he's straight up saying, I took this from black people.
I also feel like people exaggerate on his biting. Like, cause granted, I'm late to the Bruno Mars party. I just started listening to him right before 24 Karat came out.
I don't even listen to Bruno Mars.
No, I
didn't even
Bruno.
listen to 24 Karat. People really love that album.
No, I love Bruno.
I think he's mad talented. I like watching his live performances, and that's most of the time where I hear him, when like watching a video of him perform.
I've heard all his albums, and maybe I need to go back recently, but I'm just like, besides this one album that has, of course, it's the whole New Jack Swing era on it. Cool. But nigga, he just every album is every song just
on the strength. You can't
a
even
fucking
find somebody in popular
karaoke.
music who sounds like him within the past 20
Right,
years.
so I'm like,
who
how's
is
he
he stealing from?
right.
If he's stealing, it's from niggas that's dead. So, the fuck?
No one was doing New Jack Swing. Like, how is this singing such a bite? Like, she even called him a karaoke singer. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
It's
he
just
brings
annoying.
nothing to the music. He brings nothing to the art. I'm like, whoa.
People just gotta stretch before they reach so hard, man. It's like it's so extra to me to go after somebody who's mad.
Positive.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything wrong. Like, let him go on stage and say "fuck niggas" or some shit.
Right,
You know what I mean?
like, let him wild out first.
Riley Cooper lasted longer in Philly.
Facts.
Niggas let him get off for 3
Forgot
years.
about him.
Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
hey,
I forgot about Riley
that
Cooper.
contract lasted.
Yeah.
He played that whole shit out.
We seen get the ring.
That would have hurt me.
Yeah. But like Bruno, like I really, and then one time the girl even said like if he died, that'd be the happiest day of my life. Oh, this wild ass
That's
shit.
That's so over the top. For what?
But also about culture appropriators, I feel it is like a lot of times a reach of an issue because, or at least people be shooting at the wrong people. Like, again, it's the media per se. It's not like the actual people. I can't be mad at a white girl who wants to wear cornrows or dreads per se if she just liked the hair.
But I can get mad at like Rich Chigga. That's some appropriation. Rich Chigga, Brian, they call him Brian now. He like the bull from Asia. I don't like listen to his music ever, but the niggas call him Chinese nigga. Like that's racist. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Like yell at that boy.
Wait, his name is Rich.
His name is Rich Chigga, and he make black-esque music. And now he's trying to do a whole switch because he's claiming that someone recently, just now, told him that it was racist, so he changed his name for his debut album and shit. I was like,
he's pure Asian?
Asian as fuck. That nigga. Nah, that chick.
Wow, so you're not mixed at all?
No, bro.
Interesting.
And want to make trap music and call himself Chigga. That's appropriation.
That's interesting.
Like, I heard some shit like that. Okay, I'm upset. I
Right.
Bruno Mars, I don't care about this, my nigga.
Yeah, so that's the part you have to be aiming nowhere, but it's like.
Aiming somebody who's really doing some disrespectful shit and not, like, giving any reasonable excuse for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't aim at somebody who's like, properly taking from this music. Like, doing it in a way that I could play a Bruno Mars. I could go back to fucking 1950 and play a Bruno Mars song around them same jazz big band niggas. And that shit's hitting. Like, it sounds just like that shit. Like, my grandma likes Bruno Mars, you know what I mean? Because it reminds her of being a teenager and shit. You know what I mean? That,
or even if you
can't minimize that.
Or even if you're not Bruno, where he gives homage often, but the person just living their life, like you said, enjoying society and how we all do indulge in different culture and lifestyle shit like that. That can be wrong either, unless they're saying, I invented this shit, nigga. I invented cornrows, or I invented.
See, I do feel some type of way in those situations when I see white women with dreadlocks and box braids, because I'm like, I remember being a little kid with box braids and a little nigga with dreadlocks and being made fun of or being like told my hair was dirty or
is that their fault?
I mean, yes.
That's that individual white woman's fault?
I don't think it's that individual white woman's fault, but everybody has to have cultural awareness. Like, I'm not going to do certain shit that I know is not cool. I'm not going to just go grab some white ass today. I'm going to jail,
what
nigga.
the hell? How that is...
It's just the point I'm making is that I know there's certain shit that I shouldn't do even though I have the ability to do it. You know what I mean? Like, a white girl has the ability to go out and get box braids, but if I'm sitting here in this America knowing that people who don't look like me have been criticized heavily or not being able to get jobs or been treated a certain way for having these styles, maybe I'm like, I should probably step the fuck off of that. You know what I mean? Let me leave that alone.
But what about when, so are you, is it the same energy towards when black people do it the same way? What, hair-wise, black people do shit with their hair?
Give me an example of something that black women have stolen from white women.
Well, not even white women, but I remember one time, Chris Brown, for instance, I seen him do all type of wild shit with his hair, made shit look like fucking some, what's that nigga from like 1930s? What's that white group? He been doing shit to make his hair like he a fucking Italian ass white boy. That's not really his hair though. So is he appropriating Italianism of white people? By making his hair that particular way, like that white woman made her hair with braids?
I don't even have like a specific reference to that, but I think that it also comes into question, have white people been persecuted for looking that way ever?
No.
So what are we talking about it for? Like that's kind of my thing. Like if I'm
So because we
I'm
were
in a situations
persecuted-
where
okay.
people have been oppressed for looking a certain way,
Okay.
wearing certain styles, dressing a certain way, having your hair a certain way. I forget what state it was, but there was literally a bill passed that says people can't like braid hair without having a
Right, I
license.
just saw
Like,
that. Yeah.
that's fucking crazy, my nigga.
So you're saying
And
the
if I'm in a
culture,
situation like that, where my culture is really
a
being
sense of
policed.
oppression connected to the culture thing.
Yeah.
So not just any bit of
now
culture.
Now I don't want to see some white girl with a hairstyle I couldn't wear. Like I've literally gone for jobs and niggas have asked me to cut my hair off and shit like that. I'm like, bro, I've grown this for 10 years. I'm not cutting this shit off. Like, I'm not. What's wrong with you? But then some little white girl can wear it and they put it in Vogue or put it on a runway or some shit, or put it on the news as some new hip trend or some shit. And that would blow me, especially as a black woman. If I'm in a position where I feel like I've been bottom of the rung in society for all this time, and then everything that makes us who we are is taking like some fucking fashion trend and just being put into pop culture in other people's avenues. Like not even with any props to us for bringing this shit here. You know what I mean? It's just.
Is there anything else
it's
you
whack.
see like
It's whack.
parallel with that besides hair?
I think clothing companies do that shit a lot. Clothing, like if you watch, I wasn't always hip to this, but my girlfriend is a fashion designer, so I see a lot of runway shows and different shots from Fashion Week, etc. And I just noticed a lot of things that were popping in the hood like 10 years ago.
Of course.
You see come up on a runway and being called couture or creative or interesting when they were just ghetto and trashy and hood a decade ago, and I just think that's weird. You know what I mean? It's just weird to socialize people in that way and then take it from them, to criticize it and then abuse it at the same time. Like that's appropriation to me. Like to say something isn't cool or say something is whack or say some people can't get a job because of this, and then to take it, adapt it for your own people, and then like push us off of it. Like, nah, you didn't even make this. It's ours now. It's like rock music. You can't just steal the shit. Like we made this.
Okay, I think that's a key point in this whole discussion, because I feel a lot of people when they try to talk about it, they say like, well, you know, like you said, we all share and indulge in different cultures, shit like that, whatever. But you're saying, but not all culture aspects have been oppressed or looked down upon, or minimized,
and
then flip to be like.
People may feel like it's unfair, but white people are in a position where you're gonna have to take the back seat in a lot of this and understand that y'all have been in a ridiculous lead for this amount of time, and in order to shift this shit back to a power structure where we're all on a level playing field, y'all gonna have to take some L's. And you got to deal with that. Like
same with men, right? In regards to women,
absolutely take some ownership over your people. You know what I mean? And like, there's obviously limits to everything, but you also got to look within yourself, and it's not just the individual thing. Again, there's only one. Like we're all out here.
Fair enough. Side note, back to music real quick. Where are you now a fan of Aaliyah? A big fan?
Aaliyah, the singer? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Aaliyah.
So even when she was alive?
Yeah, she was great.
Okay.
I was actually super blown. I remember being super blown about the plane crash. Like,
got you. So are you one of the people who say that she would be as big as Beyonce if she didn't die?
No. I think Aaliyah would have been huge in her own way because the things that Missy and Timbo had her doing were so future centric. Like she was making music that people weren't making for a while after, and I think that she had a vocal range that could really do some interesting things. But I just don't think anybody can emulate what Beyonce does. Like Aaliyah wasn't as good of a singer as Beyonce, and niggas are lying if they say she was or is.
Okay. Yeah.
But also, it's more than just being able to sing the same songs. You know what I mean? Beyonce got a certain energy and swagger that people can't emulate. You know what I mean? Like her tours are crazy. Like I never been to a Beyonce show, but I was shown a video of her performance, and she the real deal.
You're like, this shit is worth $500.
She be out there in stilettos, crip walking and
in
shit.
rain.
Yeah, nigga, looking wow.
Hey,
she's something else.
Take a moment. It's worth it. I get it now.
Take it.
Yeah, so recently I was thinking about the whole Leah thing, whatever. Because one, I realized, because somebody told me, they're like, yo, you know, Leah music isn't even on streaming sites. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, because people still talk about her, but
her family is really protective over her.
Right. So I think it's because people, a lot of time the conversation around her name is that people try to like discredit her because she died. But I feel that that's a testament to her legacy, that her music isn't even that widespread or as available, and people still talk about her and still appreciate the music. So that was one thought. Then
because I didn't know that she wasn't on streaming services, but I just wouldn't have searched for the music because like have it in my archives already.
But then I was thinking about it is like, cause a lot of R&B, especially around that time, that I know or appreciate or like whatever, is mainly through my mom. I think a lot of us, the R&B is through your parents. That's what that's what you're around with. My mom just didn't listen to Aaliyah, so I only know her really from singles and shit like that, whatever. So I was trying to think of like, yo, like how big was she, this and that. So I thought about it. It's like Brandy, right? I was thinking at that time, Brandy was fucking huge.
Yeah.
I looked at the numbers. Their numbers are very similar.
Mhm.
First album, second album came around at the same time. Brandy had the show, Moesha. Then at the same time, Brandy fell the fuck off. It was over after that. Like, never again. Like, she was really that it girl. And then,
and that's why you can't always make those predictions.
Right, because that's what I'm thinking.
Because, like, niggas say that about Big and Pop, too, but you never
Exactly.
really know. Like, I feel like I know. I feel like I know Biggie would be popular as fuck forever. I feel like I know that Aaliyah would have kept having prominence. I really feel that way about Aaliyah just because of the sound that she had and the types of things that they were doing for her. But you never know. That people can fall off at any time, and people stop making good music all the time.
It's like I said, so, like, you know, you could say, like, I think, well, Aaliyah, I liked her that much. I like her music still that much. But I know people who still champion Brandy. Brandy, her singer, her voice is very underrated. Shit, her albums are good.
I'm super over it.
Yeah, but I've heard it before.
Yeah.
But my point is that she fell the fuck off. Like, it was over after, you know, like 2.5 albums.
Facts.
So I was thinking, like, kind of the same thing.
Brandy is not a keepsake for me. No interest.
What's that one song she had? Hold on.
No interest.
Don't wanna be down, what me going. I'm asleep on Brandy now, man.
Bro, it's not so much that I'm sleeping on it, I'm just like past it. Like, I don't care no more.
Nigga, it's over.
It's like niggas listening to Nelly right now. Like, I just don't give a fuck. Like,
Yo,
it was cool when I was
I'm glad you just said that. I'm glad you said that.
Wrigley's on my teeth.
Shout out to Max Hunter. Me and Max were having debates all the time. And one time we were talking about, I don't know if I remember, he brought up Nelly and he was trying to tell, this is what we was talking about. We was talking about 50 Cent, something how, like, artists falling off, shit like that, whatever. And basically classic album, something like that. Okay, so start with Curtis, right? It's the 50 Cent album. Do you know, did you like the Curtis album? The album, yeah.
I'm not going to say no.
No?
But I wouldn't say I loved it. Like,
name 5 songs.
Like, no. Definitely no. That's how I feel.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good explanation.
Okay.
Of how I feel.
Got you.
If I'm thinking about 50 Cent music, if it's not Get Rich or Die Trying, I really don't care.
Got you.
Like, it's the only thing that he did great.
See, I personally like the Massacre, but that is generally the sentiment of his career. Like,
people say that shit too, and I'm very like half and half with that project. Like, I definitely.
It wasn't nowhere near as flawless.
That's kind of my problem, and I think a lot of rappers struggle in them situations where they put themselves at such a high pedestal. Like, you know, Nas was chasing Illmatic for a long time, or some people feel.
Yeah, I like that. Some people
that's
fucking Hov. That's his
exactly
fault.
It is Hov's fault.
Yeah.
But I love Jay-Z too much, so it's cool.
Yeah, so we just talking about we was talking about like people falling off or something like that, and I was like, 50 Cent fell off after Curtis. Like, it was. I like basically his career went downhill after Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, yes, he went diamond and the Massacre went crazy, but after that it was pretty much over. And he said, "How can you be over? Curtis sold 700,000." I'm like, because
niggas live off buzz.
Yeah, I'm like, he lived a buzz. It was a Kanye versus money grab.
That's the only reason. I really genuinely thought that was the only reason it sold.
Right, but nobody gave a fuck about that album. I'm like, you can't sit in a room somewhere and people say and find one nigga who said they love Curtis album.
I don't think I plan on putting that shit on.
I've never heard that day in my life, whatever. So I'm like, just because something was big at a time.
I don't think I listened to it since that time.
Nobody has. Like
when you said name 5 songs, I was like, wow, fuck that. Nah, there's no chance.
Yeah, but so I remember he brought up Nelly, and he was talking about how like, Nelly got classic album. I'm like, Nelly don't have a classic album just because it sold a lot.
Couldn't you get rid of that? Come on.
No, it's not a classic album.
It is. It is. Look, I'm not like I just said. I'm not checking for Nelly no more. But the greats are what they are. Like, that nigga put out a project that had the whole world on tilt. Like.
He had mad hits.
He was crossing genres, nigga. I was out here singing drive-by songs as a fucking
Name 5 songs the album.
Okay, fair. Nah, if you gave me time, I really could, because that was an album I definitely appreciated more. Like, I don't feel like I feel about Curtis on that genre. I ain't heard it in a long time.
Country Grammar, Ride With Me was on that shit. That was my shit.
The Lunatics in general, though, they had it popping, bro.
Yeah, Hot and Heroes on Nellyville. That was on the second one. I feel a lot of times people combine them 2 albums.
It's hard. I think people do that in general once you cross like certain periods of times. Like, because when's the last time you really sat down and listened to Nelly? You know what I mean? Like, so when I think about his hits, I just kind of like, well, not me personally, but people just start to push it. And
if you want to talk about a nice run, yes, he had a great run per se, whatever. But you're talking about if you sell a lot, I mean, no, like sales don't automatically just translate into.
They definitely don't. You should tell Nicki Minaj fans that.
Talk about it. And then you think about it, you look at like the eyes that's on her, like her followers per se, don't translate into like sales per se. Speaking of that, another penny topic we debate about. I've said Nicki Minaj is scared to drop an album. What do you think?
I definitely think she's really afraid to drop an album. I think you can tell by the singles that they put her on because she keeps doing these feature verses, and it's like, you've been in the game for this long, you can drop a 16 on anything, especially when the topic is already set, the song is already set. But for her to actually have to make a 10, 15, 20 song project of great songs, I really don't believe she can do it. I have no confidence in her ability to do that shit.
And because my memory, I
have no confidence.
And because my memory is obsessive, like, you know, a lot of people haven't noticed, but it's been 4 years since her last album. Like,
and I mean, obviously,
and that's not the 90s. Nigga don't take 4 hours to make albums.
Some artists definitely be taking wild gaps. Like Kendrick took that like 3 year gap or whatever.
It was 2.5. That's it.
Okay.
And then he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, but no, that's exactly what I was gonna say. If you taking them gaps, make that shit hit.
Exactly. It better shift the world and the culture. Like,
don't put out some okay ass lollipop bullshit.
Yeah, like
she loved putting out these fucking. I can't. Let me just.
Is she a legend to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I agree. I think she's a legend.
She can't not be. She's done too much for female. I hate saying that. She's done too much for hip hop. She's done too much for hip hop in her own right. I was about to say female rap, but I think that's so stupid when people make that distinction. But I do think she's done so much for rap, and she has so many like iconic moments in music where I can really remember like, damn, she's the shit. Like I can remember feeling that way. I just you can't take that away from somebody. It's the same way. Like once you hit them kind of pinnacles, nobody can really rob you of that status. So yeah, Nicki Minaj is forever gonna be a legend. Her outreach is crazy. The amount of people, like when she be saying all these bitches is my sons, she's not lying. Like,
and I feel she
got mad sons out here.
In 20 years, you're not gonna be. To me, I feel a big element of being a legend is if someone recounts this time in history, will you be a memorable footnote? And Nicki Minaj will be way more than footnote. She's very prominent in this.
She's gonna be more important
time
than
frame,
lots
like,
of people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of motherfuckers that I fuck with, man, a lot more than her.
Definitely legend. But at the same time, I also feel about Nicki Minaj is that she overrates herself.
I think she's overrated in general. I think her fans overrate her, and she overrates herself.
Yeah.
Like, she's not the greatest woman rapper of all time. She's just not. Like, there's just too many women who could rap better than her. There's too many women right now who rap better than her.
Who would you say right now?
How long do you want the list to be?
All right, talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah,
I agree. Rhapsody raps better than her.
Yeah, Rhapsody definitely. Rhapsody raps better than most people.
You think Rhapsody raps better than J. Cole?
Yeah, on the strength.
Is she better than J. Cole?
I don't think she's a better songmaker than J. Cole, but I think she is if they were just sitting in a room rapping for as long as they could, yeah, she gonna outbar.
Yeah, I just heard on Royce's new album today actually, and
Royce is the damn monster.
Yeah, and I felt because that's been a topic recently. She for some reason she better than J. Cole though. I was like.
I was about to ask why you.
I've been seeing that on the timeline. People like she rap better than J. Cole. Like I don't know why. That's like
people
the opposition.
People so hard to take J. Cole down for no reason. Like, can he live? He a nice guy. Like he make nice music. Fuck, he not doing nothing wrong to nobody. I love J. Cole.
And I was thinking about it, it's like, Max again. Like I believe, I want to talk about overration. The Cole Hive. I believe they overrate J. Cole.
No, I don't think they overrate J. Cole. I think they try to put J. Cole where the fuck he belongs because people try so hard to not give him the credit he deserves.
Lyrically, he's not that guy, yo.
Right,
lyrically.
So, about the Nicki
Minaj. He's lyrically
thing.
one of the best rappers. They really say he's like no, like he's not. He can rap. He's great. He's a legend. Yeah, I give him that because once it's all said and done with.
What's wrong with J. Cole's lyrics?
Nothing, but he's not some lyrical beast. Like
what does that mean in today's context, really?
Because when you talk, because this nigga would say he's one of the best lyricists.
Albums aren't. He is, and
he rap better than
Absol. Being a great lyricist don't mean that you have 100 punchlines per song.
To me, you just said Rhapsody raps better than. Why is that?
I think that the way she put words together is just a little better than him because I do think that
she's more lyrically inclined.
Having metaphor ability definitely lends you to being able to get those wild moments in rap.
Yes, the ability, how many different ways you can play the words.
To be able to paint a picture in my head, to be able to give me a situation, tell me a story. Those are crazy abilities that involve great lyrics. Like you have to be able to use the right words. You have to be able to put the story together
at the right time, deliver it
well.
well.
You know what I mean?
Yes, he's a great rapper. But I feel there's people who could do that as well as do more things with their words.
But I think being a punchline,
and that's why they're some of the best like Royce, like one of the best. King Los or even Soul to me, like
Los fell off.
Not lyrically.
Los fell off.
He's terrible. He's on my list of niggas I just don't listen to no more. But like,
he really upset me because I thought, I like at one point I was like, damn, this nigga the best rapper ever.
Yeah, he's still the best rapper ever to me though. But
yo, side note, I got a crazy.
Saha raps better than J. Cole too as well.
Fan theory.
Okay.
King Los is Marlo from The Wire. Like I think he's that real person. Like I think he actually was that nigga. I got me and my mans wrote like a whole long paper on this in college. It's real serious. I really
Put in one of those forums and shit like that.
To line their lives up. I need somebody to do it.
Shout out to Marlon Stanford. He a legend.
See if it's the facts.
Interesting. But I don't.
Real nigga never got caught. It was off topic. That's all I'm saying.
Talk about it. Off cold though. But so who writes better nigga to you besides Rhapsody?
If I'm saying who I think is the best like woman as a rapper now, even though I don't like to make those distinctions necessarily when I'm talking about in the grand scheme. Little Sims, I think, is like so fucking top tier. She's from the UK, but she's like, her music is fantastic, man. Her last album, Welcome to Wonderland, just like
got a strong accent.
Nah, I think that's a big thing.
I'm pretty prejudiced.
Listening to UK rap, I definitely have I won't say an issue. It's a little harder to listen to sometimes because the accent definitely does take away. She uses hers in a way that it's really cool.
Okay.
It's interesting to listen to. And it's not taking away from the songs or anything to where like you feel like you don't understand everything that she's saying. But yeah, my nigga, listen to the album ASAP. Like for real. Definitely give it a chance.
One thing about female rap, real quick, like a long time ago in the episode, I made the claim that I don't understand why female rappers aren't generally as good as male rappers. And a lot of people's mad at me, but it's like I feel if you look at the best female rappers ever, and the best male rappers, it's not even a gap. The gap isn't close at all. Yeah, and I was wondering why. I'm like, generally,
that's why I try so hard not to say like female rap and separate it so much because I do want to think of it in a group context. But I think a large part of that is because a lot of female rap initially was trying to like mirror men, and it seems that there's two things that a lot of the women who become rappers don't necessarily cater to other women to like try to get the same way like niggas feel about Future. Like girls should be able to feel that way about somebody else or whatever. But I also think it's that when women don't flock to support female artists like that.
They don't.
Like, they really don't. And they talk about the absence of it or like the desire for it, but I don't see that reflected in their sales or their popularity.
Men champion people like No Name and Rhapsody and shit like that. Like.
That would have definitely been another name that I would have gave you too. No Name be hard for me to throw sometimes though. She don't put out enough music for me.
Yeah, I've tried to listen to it. I just couldn't get into it that much, but she is talented.
Her album is fantastic. Okay. And I think she's a really great feature artist too. She seems like she's gonna eat off of that her whole life.
Okay. But like I like when people, because a lot, like, Max included, they were trying to say Nick is one of the best rappers, and I can't roll with that. Like I can't. Nah. Like, I can name a lot of people who rap better. But like I said, we in the room just rapping. She getting the fuck out of her. She getting body. Like it's like she's not making out of that room.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Right, like. Currently active?
Yeah.
Wale?
That's interesting. That's not who I thought you was going to say.
What you thought I was going to say?
I don't know. I didn't think you was going to say Wale. It don't surprise me. I definitely be seeing you like champion him on Twitter and shit like that, promoting his music and all that. My favorite rapper all time, Jay-Z. My favorite rapper.
He's the best.
Generally, right now, Kendrick. My favorite person to listen to right now is Vince Staples. I just love that nigga.
I'm talking about falling off.
Ain't no such thing. He ain't fall off. You a damn lie.
I'm talking about falling off. Big Fish Theory.
Big Fish
Theory, man. Don't get that shit the fuck out of here.
Niggas gonna be thinking about Big Fish Theory in 5 years the way niggas thought about Yeezus. They gonna be like, damn, we snatching all these sounds. I can't wait to steal all these flows and sounds.
First of all, the hindsight impact of Yeezus is very overrated.
Lie again.
It's very overrated.
Lie again. Come on, man. It birthed the movement.
Which is
what? You see Myra behind you with the Arthur fist about to knock you out.
Which is what? What movement is that?
Bro, people steal sounds from that shit like crazy. What are you talking about?
What, like just the anti-distorted type, like XXX nigga type shit?
I don't understand how you pay attention to music and don't see the influence that you just had in the fallout. Like, where do you think Travis Scott came from?
He was making a run before that. He was
working with Kanye.
I know, but he was also making shit before that. Like,
that don't mean that run is not influenced by a lot of what Kanye.
How about Travis influenced Jesus though, and Travis continued?
I mean, I could say the same thing with like Cudi on Graduation, but it's Kanye
or 808s
and Kanye setting all this shit to be what it's going to be.
I know, but it's like I feel because Kanye Travis went on to be what he was. It's like
it's not just Travis. Also, it's a whole like group of people out here making music that I don't think would have existed without Kanye West making the type of abrasive sounds that people weren't really ready for. Like I really thought that album sucked. I thought it was trash, and I listened to it 3 years later and thought it was fantastic. I only didn't like 2 songs.
I will say I like 4. still, that's it. Like, I just give him 4 songs, 3 probably. But I feel you're trying to compare it to like the impact that 808s had in hindsight, and I feel it's not the same. Like, 808s literally birthed.
808s was such a shift in hip hop. It was crazy because niggas genuinely weren't singing in rap songs. Like, there was no heavy auto tune. There was no anything like that. He just kind of opened the gate.
And Cudi, Drake, Bryson, all these niggas are kind of from that tree. And I can't, to me, I don't think it's the same for Yeezus. Like, I don't think even, I can say a lot more people like it more than I thought they would over time. Definitely, I have seen that. But even that, I feel is still minimal. I don't think it's crazy. Like, niggas still say it's his worst album, I feel. Like, is it still his worst album? Or you put Pablo under it?
I don't think Kanye has a worst album.
Oh, here you
I don't like that conversation.
One of those guys.
There's no such thing.
How many classics Kanye got?
How many albums he got?
Oh, one of those guys.
It's not one of those. That's who you should be.
One of those guys.
Those guys should be the only guys. There shouldn't be other guys. There shouldn't be any other guys in that conversation.
I had a conversation at work recently that really pissed me off. I almost quit. So it all started because, a lot of people also know, Chris Brown, my guy, the GOAT Brown.
Fuck Chris Brown. I don't know why. You really listen to the same song over and over all this time.
It's not the same.
You really like that Dickie shit? You like that song with Lil Dicky?
That shit was fire!
That's one of the most cringe-worthy shits I've ever seen in my life. It was terrible.
Real quick, though.
It was terrible.
I would say that's one of the worst music takes I've heard in the last 5 years. That Chris Brown makes the same song over and over again. That shit literally makes no sense. Off the top of my head, I can say,
Chris Brown,
look at me now,
Chris Brown hasn't been using the same melodies for the
don't
past.
wake me up to Privacy to Lil Dicky song. That shit don't sound the same.
Chris Brown used the same melodies and flows every song, bro.
This is like the worst take I've ever heard.
I don't think he sounded different since Exclusive.
His second album, really.
Bro, you see how serious my face is?
First of all, With You, when did With You come out? I think that was after Exclusive. Y'all niggas be high, yo. Y'all niggas really be high.
Niggas just out here telling the truth.
Anyway, though, okay.
You like mediocrity?
With all this shit, Chris Brown is literally one of the most non-mediocre niggas ever. Like, okay, is he? Okay, boom.
No,
is he a legend?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Boom, right? So I'm at the job. A lot of people work with are older than me.
Him being a legend don't make him not trash now.
That's cool. Whatever. All I got here is you say he a legend, so I don't hear I won. So, niggas in my job, he's like, Chris Brown not a legend. And I was very thrown off by that statement. I'm just like, I've been saying this for like 3 years now. I'm like, what he's done is like, not many people have done it or even actively doing it. So, but even now, in 2018, I'm like, it must be really clear. Now he a legend, right? So yeah, no, he's not a legend. And I hate when people state their justification or qualifications are always just fucking stupid. Like, he's too young, or he problematic, or he didn't die yet, he not 50, like dumbass shit. What they got, to me, we knew Jay-Z's the legend at Blueprint. Like, it didn't take him to go on. When did niggas say Michael Jackson's a legend? It wasn't until he died. Like, niggas are, when you know, you know.
Yeah, nah,
So it was a whole thing when I realized more people disagree with me than I thought. That was a real news flash. Like, literally more people that I asked said no than yes. I was very shocked. I still believe I'm right. Niggas just stupid. But whatever, though.
Of course.
No, real shit. The nigga's a legend.
Like,
he's a legend. Like, that's what it is. Like, if he died today, niggas gonna be like, oh, yo, this nigga got mad hits. Whatever, though.
What impact is Chris Brown making today? What is he doing in the like this modern scape? Let's take the last 3 years.
I wouldn't say
what is Chris Brown done?
He's peaked already. He's peaked. But it's a high coasting rate.
It shouldn't be.
What you mean he shouldn't be?
I don't want to say that literally every song that he makes is the same, because that's a ridiculous thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really annoying that every single I've ever heard him put out, not ever, that every single that I've heard him put out in recent history really does sound exactly the same. Like, since the comeback effort, he really does put out, like, it's like he's making just genuine pop music where you have to keep the same 5 chords or something to get on the radio or something. It's like he's only tailoring to that to save his career or some shit.
Okay,
like,
let's look at the last
Chris
singles.
Brown is Nicki Minaj to me. Like, they're both doing the same thing.
Let's look at the last singles.
Grab some longevity and, like, pull themselves farther along.
Let's look at the last singles. Are you familiar with the singles off the top of your head?
Q, if you think
you said singles.
If you think I'm that familiar with Chris Brown songs, you're not understanding what I'm saying here. He has no impact. He has no relevance to me.
None. Relevance.
None, bro. He's not doing anything that makes me want to listen to Chris. Freaky Friday. He really thought that I was gonna want to listen to fucking Freaky Friday.
I feel at the point where he's doing what the fuck he want to do because he's a legend already.
That shit was so trash.
That shit was
Niggas should be embarrassed.
But whatever. I'm not having debating because, like I said, that's preferential at the end of the day anyway. But, so whatever. So the conversation went on. Because they were trying to make me out to be some Chris Brown stan. Like, no, y'all niggas just fucking stupid.
You're a Chris Brown stan.
Not a Chris Brown stan.
You not.
So I'm like, no, y'all niggas really just dumb. Because y'all don't know what the fuck a legend is. And this is why. They want to say Kanye is not a legend. I'm just like, dog, I've really never heard that ever in life.
I would fight.
Yeah, and that's when I knew I was right in the Chris Brown conversation. Because, like, y'all niggas really don't know what a legend is.
I'm going to discredit Chris Brown now because I think he whack now. I don't think
Which is cool,
I actually will give him props on that last album, though. I listened. I thought it was good. I didn't listen to the whole thing because it's ridiculous. But
we listened to, like, 17 songs?
I got like 10 through, and I was like, this shit not whack.
God, I take it.
I didn't stop after that, but I got like a good amount through.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this John.
It's cool.
You know, it's the first time I like Chris Brown in a while.
Okay, I take it.
But me discrediting him now and saying that he has no relevance now doesn't take away from the shit that he's already done. Like,
it's like niggas say Hove is not that good now. I heard that.
Bro, that shit get me a different kind of hot. It get me a whole different kind of hot, man. All y'all dumbass, fuck the Beehive. Every dumb bitch ass nigga, woman alone who has come out their mouth and said some slick shit about Jay-Z, kick me my one, meet me wherever, fuck you forever.
You think Jay-Z can do
my fuck you forever?
You think he can do stadiums without Beyonce?
No, I don't think most rappers can. I think rappers are in a different bracket than pop stars. I think where pop music is today, it's like that's like asking me if Kendrick about to do the same numbers as Taylor Swift. No, my nigga. Like, maybe on album sales, but he's not about to bring that many people out to a fucking thing. It's just not the same. Like, they in whole different worlds with the kind of music that they're making. Like
which is interesting to me.
White girls aren't about to come to Kendrick shows, but they about to be at that Taylor show. You know what I mean? The same way that 50-year-old white women will. It's just a whole different world, and people gotta like. Conversations like that just have no weight. They hold no weight to me. Like when I saw that brought up on Twitter, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I'm gonna see all day. Like that's why I really be hating Beyonce fans. They just using 444 to be like fuck Hov forever. Like shut the fuck up. Y'all bitches don't know her, bro. Like y'all don't be her.
Yes, they do.
Fuck out of here.
What you talking about?
None of y'all know her. That shit is just annoying to me. Hov really the GOAT, and motherfuckers want to be talking about him crazy like he not Sean Carter, like he not really that guy. Like platinum every album.
That was the funniest thing when they said with the whole 444 shit. It was like, Jay-Z don't know who he got? Okay, first of all, I'm not saying cheating is right, but we might like Beyonce know who she got? Like, you can't just find another Jay-Z anywhere.
Jay-Z.
Like, was Jay-Z just anybody?
Just
like,
$500 million Jay-Z.
Yeah, what the fuck we talking about? Like I said, how many summers he held you down? Like, what the fuck, where the love at?
Right.
Like,
where's the love?
So that was the funniest thing about that when that first came out. Yeah, he don't know who he got. Why? I mean, she stayed for a reason. But I mean, like he's Jay-Z. Like whatever. No shade. Shout out to Queen Bee. I'm honoring Beehive.
People also don't know that. Let me also say, I love Beyonce so much, but her fans be drawing just because of those kind of conversations they put up. But people just weigh everything off her persona and who they think. They just like, oh, she's so fine and talented. How could a nigga do that? It's like y'all don't know.
That's the dumbest shit.
Y'all don't know what's going on in their life, motherfucker. Anybody get cheated on. It's
of course.
I just like. Out
Yeah.
here.
What was I say? Jay-Z. Did you like Did you like Magna Carta?
Yes.
You said people.
I really think Magna Carta underrated. I don't think it's like some like top 3 Hov album, but I think it's really underrated. I don't know what people wanted to hear, but those songs are great. Like that album is full of great music.
Me, man, I honestly feel he has some of his best songs on there.
Absolutely.
Like where he touched new ground.
Hell yeah.
Like Oceans and Heaven and Crown.
Picasso,
and,
baby, crazy, like Crown.
Nickels
crazy.
and Dimes. Like,
Nickels and Dimes is a heavy track.
Yeah, so
that's like an all-time classic.
Yeah, like so I really don't get it.
Nah, that was a really confusing time to me because that people felt about Magna Carta like they was trashing Yeezus when it first came out.
Yeah,
like,
and it was the same year.
This shit is hot. Like, what's happening? Like, I was back. I was like, do I not know it's good anymore? Because this nigga came with it for real. I listened to that joint like 6 times the night it dropped, nigga. Yeah. Bro, I bought the phone service for like a month just to get the album early.
That was like that. That was still when the links were it was the Wild Wild West on the internet. I downloaded that shit instantly. Like, fuck out of here, old. Speaking of people who falling off per se, Kendrick. You say you love Kendrick as well, right?
Very much.
What is your sentiments on the topic of Kendrick's features aren't what they once were?
As in, like him featuring on other people's versions?
Yes.
On other people's songs? If I'm thinking about recent features, that joint he did.
Like, literally, like, last 3 years.
That joint he did with Rich the Kid was fire.
I did like that, actually.
Do we consider King's Dead a feature? Because that's J Rock's song.
Yeah.
That was his shit was tough. I mean, he only on the chorus, but it was tough.
Yeah.
That's not tough either.
Yeah.
You're not a
man. I feel Kendrick. Like I'm not gonna start the narrative saying, man, I missed the old Kendrick. I ain't gonna start that shit yet. He gotta do another album, but you know, it ain't what it once was, man. He not like I was listening to American Dreaming again this morning with the cold shit, and I was confused. Like he didn't do shit. I did like him on Nipsey joint Dedication. I like that, but at the same time, I kind of like Nipsey verse more though. And I mean, that would never happen 3 years ago.
That K-Dot verse not whack, but I think it's more about. I think Kendrick does a good job of being a collaborator and not like outshining the people he's on features with.
That wasn't Once Upon a Time. I'm about to collaborate, embody this. Come on, yo.
I'm just saying in general. Like, look at
was
like,
on his Wayne type time.
The situation with the Nipsey joint. Like, his verse really perfect for that song. It fits so well on that track, and I think he's really good at that. At just like being greatly a part of whatever track you're on. Like his verse on Isaiah Rashad's song, his album. That shit is fucking fantastic.
What's Wrong?
That might be one of Kendrick's best verses.
Yeah, he killed that shit.
Ever for real. He was tip top shape on that.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's falling off in the sense that you could list me like 5 recent features and they all trash or something like that. But I definitely think
I feel he's really stretching his arms in his artistry lane.
Yeah.
And
niggas started saying that shit after Mask Off though, because they didn't like that remix for real. That's when that conversation started.
Yeah.
Niggas hated that remix, and I'm like, all right, we're not gonna use one Kendrick verse to be like, oh, this nigga whack on features now, because it's just not true.
But even on
he not 2 Chainz, but he not.
What that joint? That was a remix. That part, even that one was like, he just did the syllable stack joint, but it was like, And on I don't know, like I said, but also at the same time, Max again, he said, we debated. He's a low key Kendrick hater. Like he be.
That don't make no sense.
A lot of slander and shit like that. He actually says that Kendrick gonna go along the Nas route, where he gonna drop music and eventually gonna be like, oh, he never topped his first one. I'm like, but nobody thinks that. Like when Nas was actively when Nas was actively dropping music, the stock was going down. Kendrick shit is going up, whether you like it or not, or whether you think lyrically he's as inclined as he once was. But the people are fine. Like, people are like
Kendrick is the biggest star that I've seen in hip hop in a long time. Like he's really up there right now. Like worldwide star. Like he going to festivals and these white kids going fucking ape shit. You know what I mean? It's like he's just on a different level right now. Like he up there the way when you first started seeing Drake making his run, you like, damn, he's huge. Like he's almost like too big to fail. In that
for a minute, I was saying Kendrick is number 1, but then I started really thinking I was wrong. I think Drake is still number 1. What do you think?
No.
I thought Kendrick took it. Now I'm thinking like he just like lost it again.
If I'm going based off like the most recent projects, Kendrick is got the.
But look what happened when Drake dropped a few singles.
Singles versus album.
No, but I'm just talking about, like, my point was, like you said, albums, right? Damn was way bigger than More Life. I agree.
Yeah,
but now I just really started looking at Damn had way more push than More Life, so kind of has an edge, clearly. But then Kendrick laps it. He won that whole 2017. Black Panther's a very good addition. But Drake drops God Plan, the Look Alive John.
I mean,
crazy.
I think Drake's not gonna flop in general. Like if he drops anything, it's about to go dumb.
But More Life wasn't. It ain't nothing went crazy with that joint though.
The song still streamed very well. Like
I'm just talking about impact though.
The majority of that album was on the top 100 for.
It was, of course. But I'm saying, but nothing like God's Plan, regardless of what the numbers are. That shit impacts. Like
I think that you see,
Look Alive. I don't know what that that shit is crazy. Like
you see more of an impact off God's Plan just because like you see in the video and the Twitter information and shit like that. Like everybody's feeding into the pump of it, but at the same time, More Life was just as big. Like Drake also had a run at that time where he had them like 4 dance hall tracks in a row. That was like Work came out and then he got all the way up to Controller and was still just jumping off of that sound and like them Jones was hits. Like, you couldn't go to a single club or a single party or anywhere without hearing one of them songs, probably all of them in a row.
But that was in 16 though.
That was the same time we talking about, right?
No, that was in 17.
More Life?
That's 17.
Yeah, but that was like the end of that run, was it not? No, Controller was on the album.
Views
was on the album.
16.
Yeah. Pete, did you like Views?
No, but I'm not a Drake guy.
I
really like More Life.
That's a separate conversation. But that was another album where like people hated it, and I really thought it was good.
Yeah. But I will say, it's still pretty consistent. Nobody likes the album kind of like that.
Nah, people send it like hate Views.
Yeah.
People really think that shit was trash. But I still listen to Views.
But I'm the type of person, since I've always been like kind of like on the fence with Drake, I was confused. I'm like, this sounds like a Drake album to me. Like, I don't see why Drake fans hate it per se.
Yeah.
I don't really get it. Yeah, but so Dan, where does Dan rank for you?
In Kendrick's discography, I would go To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, and then Section 80.
Wait, To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly's first.
Then Damn or
no,
Good Kid?
Damn is third. Good Kid is
cool.
second. Section 80 is last.
Okay.
I think people also be hype on nostalgia trying to put Section 80 as Kendrick's best album, and it's some bullshit.
No.
A lot of people feel that way. A lot of Kendrick fans feel
It's better
like
than Damn.
Section 80 is like his best project, but it's ridiculous.
I never seen that. Like, it's definitely better than Damn,
I see
though.
that shit on Twitter.
But Good Kid is the... It gotta be Good Kid or Butterfly. To me, Good Kid just...
Good Kid is gonna have this standing place like Illmatic did because it was so great when it came out. Like niggas hadn't really heard Kendrick yet. It wasn't like in a situation where you were used to his sound or you knew what he was gonna do. It was so new, it was so crazy, it was so impactful that it's gonna have its place in people's hearts. But it don't necessarily make it a better album than his other ones. Like I do think it was a really great project, but To Pimp a Butterfly is a masterpiece. Like
to me, they both classics, but I just put Good Kid over because it has no skips, and Butterfly got a couple of skips for me, depending on the day. That's the only why
I'm the other way around. I can like.
Would you skip on Good Kid?
It's not. I wouldn't skip a song. I pretty much like I stopped towards the end. Like I think I skipped the last two maybe. Yeah.
Sing About Me?
I get to Sing About Me and then I'm good.
Oh, so Real. Everybody skip Real.
It's not that good of a song.
That's a great song. And Compton?
It's okay.
I love Real.
Compton alright. Compton not a great song.
Compton hard as shit for real, for low key. Like that beat crazy. Just Blaze.
It's not, but in the context of the tracks on that album and how perfect and flawless they are, I don't think it's like a great song. Like Compton seemed like Compton definitely. I wouldn't like Real. I don't listen to that shit a lot, but I wouldn't have dropped it off the album. I would have dropped Compton off the album if I was good. I would have stopped to Sing About Me on the strength.
Really a great outro.
Yeah.
But you want to look at Butterfly? I mean, in the
what do you skip on that?
In the context of the album, I get for sale, but I can really do without that.
Right. And I almost see that album as more of a skit. Also, like it's like a skit interlude kind of. Like,
but it's there.
Transition. So yeah, I guess in that context, it's a skippable song.
And also depending on the day, institutionalized. Depending on the day,
it's a great song.
It's cool. It's cool, but great as well. The context of the album, I get it totally, but it's like, it's one more.
I definitely feel you too, because that's one of those albums that was put together so flawlessly. It's like it was just meant for your first listen.
Yeah, and I will say, yes, when I got to the last song, I was like, oh my fucking god.
Bro, I was literally, I was at a wedding with my ex-girlfriend when the album came out, and I left the wedding, bro. I left her aunt and uncle's wedding, and I was like, yo, Kendrick album, because it dropped early at that point too, and I was like, yo, Kendrick album, I gotta go. She's like, what? I just, bro, dipped, like, got out, Uber home, left. They came back. I'm up in the room crying. I'm on like listen 7. Like, yo, this shit is mega. Niggas here say shit to me. I'm in a house full of white people. It's like, don't none of y'all fucking talk to me. I don't care about none of you right now. This Kendrick shit is the only thing that matters. Yeah, that joint that's like tip top. That's one of my favorite albums ever.
Gotcha. Back to your music per se. What do you think about the Philly? Even though I know you're from Delaware per se, but you know you.
I'm from Chester.
Where from?
I like to really distinguish. I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good. But you make waves in Delaware?
I don't make waves.
No?
I wouldn't say. I've never even performed in Delaware.
Okay.
I have like a following there. Like I have people that pay attention to me there.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I'm big in Delaware.
Okay.
I would say I've got most of my notoriety through Philadelphia or Maryland.
Alright, so fuck Delaware. Cool, I'm with it.
It's still all love though. You know, I definitely got shout out.
You already said that. No, fuck them. Fuck them. Like, whoever that is, fuck all them too. Man, so back to Philly then. What do you think about the Philly scene, just in your experiences or just in general in history, and today who you fuck with, you don't, and the progression of it? Because also, I've been thinking about it, and I feel like a lot of shit is moving in Philly, has been for a couple years now, but it's still very segregated. And I think about the history of it, and I feel there's always been like some distinct lanes of Philly.
Yeah.
There's always been like the Roots tree with like music under and Jill Scott and shit like that. Then there's like the Beans tree with like Eve and all them shit like that. But then it was like, you know, like the more fun loving shit like from like Fresh Prince of scene. Like, and I feel those trees and lanes have continued on today, and those are like the worlds kind of, and it never intersects. Like
it's interesting to me. I definitely think it's cool right now watching Philly kind of create a space for itself. Like when I'm seeing different blogs talk about up and coming areas and up and coming artists, I'm seeing like Philly type artists come around. Like I'm seeing Elena's name pop a lot. I'm seeing T.R. Wack name pop a lot. Kurt getting more notoriety now. You know what I mean? I'm definitely seeing. I'm seeing that people. I'm not like a big fan, but I definitely appreciate.
Yeah, he's popping for sure.
Yeah, and I think he's skilled. But it's good to see like a spotlight being shined on the area. I think there's a really weird division in Philly. I don't know how intentional it is, but everybody is very much like our box. Like we're in this box, and you're in that box, and you're in that box. And I don't know, man. A lot of times, Philly seems like you're like not allowed to show love to people, or like you're not allowed to fuck with everybody until you're allowed to fuck with them, or something like that. It can just feel very competitive in an unhealthy way. Like I like competition in the sense that like I really fuck with Charlie Coyne and Shilly. Like I think they make incredible fucking music. You know what I mean? I really fuck with Cloud Atrium. I really fuck with Kill the Burns music. You know what I mean? I fuck with like One Take Dave is my fucking man. He's definitely my best homie I met in this rap shit. And one of the reasons I linked up with him so early is because I thought he was so fucking talented. It's just a lot of people in this city who I feel are really, really good at what they do. And I don't know. I would just like to see people come together more often and work together more often. Like the type of shows that could be happening in Philly with collective artists, the type of tours that could be happening up and down the East Coast, like the type of work that could be done if people were actually trying to help each other get up and get on. It would just be awesome, man. It would be awesome. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna see that, but I would definitely love to.
Yeah. You like Tierra Wright music?
I really do. Yeah. I think she's a really special talent in a way that I never know what to expect when she drops a song. She has so much ability and like she just comes at songs in a way that I wouldn't necessarily like. A lot of times when I hear people's beats, I like think about how I would touch them, and I almost never am in line with how her flow is on the song. It's crazy. She's really good.
Yeah, I really can't wait to hear a project where I don't know if she has one before. I never heard one.
I don't think she has one.
Yeah, so I'm really curious to see what the project gonna sound like. I really have no opinion still. Like she's of course clearly talented, but I just want to see what the project gonna be like. Well, at least be aligned with what I like.
I'm interested too. I hope she sings a lot on the project. She seemed like she has the ability to do a lot of what Missy did, and just being so ambiguous within music. Like you never knew what a Missy song was gonna sound like. She was really just out of the box every time, and I think Tierra Wright has some of that like same energy.
And it's funny. I even think about the first time. Well, I don't know what. Of course, the first time we heard Missy was the trash bag shit. Beep beep. But one of my favorite earliest memories of Missy was the Hot Boys remix.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like that was my. But that sounded like nothing else that came after that for real. It was just like a random moment, but that shit was fire. Like I think it was Nas and Monaco and some shit like that. And
it's wild the kind of fucking collaboration. That's my nigga. That's crazy. that was wild company for real. Like, damn.
That almost fire though. And like you know, you look at trash bag shit to that. To fucking get your freak on, lose control later on, and gossip folks my shit.
She's all over the place.
Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah, and I think it's really nice to see artists who are like that, who don't really have a box that they fall in. Just because I'm so not down with like genre specific labels.
Good. In 2018, what are your thoughts on like men and women relations and dating and love and all that type of shit? General thoughts. Being a man being in a relationship. I feel like we in an interesting time, like I said, with the Me Too culture and every day on timeline I see men versus women dynamics and debates and conflicts. So just in general, like how do you feel about dating, love, relationships, all that shit? So in general, thoughts about
I think love is still real and important. I think a big thing is that people gotta mind their fucking business. And I don't mean that from the outward perspective. I mean the people within the relationships. It seems that a lot of relationships are seeking outward acceptance, and I don't just mean like the Instagram posts and shit like that. Just kind of the ideas that people bring to Twitter, or like to get answers or try to get some information from other people that are on the outside of their relationship. When really like any problem that I got with my girl, we solving it right there. Like, it's me and her. We're gonna talk about it, and that is what it is, and that's because our relationship is built off of mutual respect. I don't know. People throw around the word love, but don't really like feel that shit the way that they think they do, because love is cooperative. You know what I mean? Love is understanding. And love is multifaceted. Like there's a whole lot that goes into really caring about a person, wholefully, and like with all of yourself.
Do you believe love and being in love are two different things? Yes. What is define both?
I love a lot of people in the sense that I care about them, and I would like to see good happen to them, and I would feel something. I'd be propelled to do something if something had happened to them. But to be in love with someone is like fully selfless. Like it's such a different level of caring for somebody to like want for them before you want for yourself, and to like want for them the same way that you want for yourself. Like to really have like invested energy and invested fucks given in everything that it is about them. Like,
so that's not just a relationship then, right?
Nah, I mean it's really deeper than that. It's just like
I mean it can't just be with a person in a relationship. It could be anybody, person.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't have to be just like a
spouse.
Sexual. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to just be something like that.
Gotcha.
I love my mom the way I love my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like
gotcha.
would do
Okay.
anything for them.
That's fair, because generally I've said that I don't believe they're the same. I do believe they're the same thing. I just believe love is love, and it is what you make it, and however you express it or what you feel, that's how you gonna go about it, whatever. But when you put it that way, because a lot of people say, no, when you in love, this is the way you and your partner connect.
You got cousins?
Yeah.
You love your cousins?
No.
That's interesting. Okay, that's cool. That's my question.
Yeah, so it's like,
What about like your aunt or something like that?
she's dead.
That's the only one?
No, I got I love my grandma and my mom and yeah, my dad.
More so, I was thinking about that because the point was brought up to me that like, you love your cousins, you love your aunts, you love your uncles and stuff like that, but you don't. Your mind and your heart is not invested in them in the same way it is in your spouse or your mom. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like those two people specifically have always been like said to me to be put in a whole different place. Like everybody, your moms, it's always like nothing fucking with that until you meet that girl, or that guy, or that whoever for you.
But then I feel just like, that could be anybody though. 'Cause like I said, go back to what I was saying. I feel low what you made because there's some people out there who, they can have their dad, and that's literally the connection they have with their dad per se, until they meet with their spouse. Or some people who they just very close with their brother is like their brother is that to them. Or
Also,
some people have their
part,
parents and their grandmom is that to them.
Those family and loved one and like caregiver connections are like way more natural. Where you have to, for those outward connections, you got to work for those in a way that you don't necessarily have to. Like, it's almost like your default is to love your family even when you like really hate them. You know what I mean? You can kind of bring it back. You can make up with them faster than you can make it with anybody. It's like y'all know each other so well, y'all so tied together, y'all like genetically tied together. You know what I mean? It's just something that brings it back together, whatever it is. And obviously that's not the case for everybody because people fall out with their family all the time. But like to find that connection with somebody new, because when you're doing that with a spouse, you're most likely like 20 something. You know what I mean? Or at least late teens. To find that with somebody outward, you got to put so much work into that, into getting to know that person that same way that you know, like your fucking mom or your grandma. I don't know what makes them happy and sad, and know what they want in life, and give enough fucks about it.
Interesting. Cause I look at, like, my mom, of course, she's my mom. She's
just
everything.
Think it takes more to get there.
She's everything. My best friend, I known her for over 10 years now. My girl, I known her for less than 4. But at the same time, I love all 3 of them deeply, and I'd be devastated anything ever happened to them.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, like I was just only reference like you was talking about. It takes time to gain these type of feelings or bonds, but it's like.
I don't think it takes the same amount of time. Time is relative. Yeah,
cool.
Because I've definitely formed an intense bond with somebody in a year that I would say comparable to some I had for 10 years. Like that. You know what I mean? Like, you never know with that shit. People get married for their whole life off of 3 dates and shit like that. Crazier stuff has happened.
You believe in marriage?
No.
Why?
I believe that I will get married, but I don't believe in the concept of marriage.
Yeah.
I believe that I live in a society that forces it. The woman I'm currently with, I know that there's never going to be a way for her to be like completely fulfilled in a relationship sense without being married. I just believe that. Even if she told me today that wasn't, she could call me after this. Oh, babe, that's not true. Fuck out of here. Okay, like, you know what I mean? It's just it's who you are. It's ingrained into you. Like, girls be going their whole life thinking about their weddings and shit like that. Like a lot of women.
Very strange.
I think it's mad strange too. I just think it's weird that I would sign a contract that gives somebody like that much intrusion over my life. I don't think that if I meet somebody today and I decide that I want to marry them, I shouldn't have to like go through a legal process to decide that I don't want to do that anymore. Like, if I decide that I love you right now, and in 300 fucking like 30 years from now, if I decide I don't love you anymore, I should be able to just walk the fuck away from that shit. Like, that shit was cool. I fuck with you heavy. You still my man. Like,
it was a good time.
I'm out there.
It was a good run.
You take your shit, I take my shit. We good? Like, I shouldn't have to be like, oh, let me slice my whole savings in half or something like that. Like, and neither party should have to do that, because niggas be doing that shit. Niggas be milking rich women too. You know what I mean?
I think that some of marriages have like expiration dates, like a license or something. I think that'd be cool. Like, if it was do that, it would save a lot of headache. And then once, if it reached that point, then you could leave. But if you try to break it before, you break the lease before it,
I just don't
lose
think
a security deposit or something.
Like, yo, facts. Nah, that's a good start.
Yeah,
I just think
you're on to something there.
I'm just saying, it'd be simple.
I think that our government shouldn't hold us hostage with marriage. Like, you shouldn't be able to only get tax breaks with marriage. You shouldn't be able to only give your spouse power of attorney or like power of estate with marriage. Like, I shouldn't have to solely rely on.
Like 5-10 minutes.
I shouldn't have to solely rely on a contract that's crafted by the government to put me in a specific position to pay them a specific amount of money. Like, I shouldn't be put in that position to have to, like, validate my relationship. I should be able to validate my relationship without that. That should be an option, I'm sure, because, like, people believe in the constraints of marriage. But for people that don't, they're kind of fucked in that situation because, like, if you live your entire life outside of that, there's just benefits that this government doesn't give you without it. So a lot of people feel forced into it for that reason. Like,
very true.
People be out here getting married for citizenship and insurance. That shit is sad as fuck. Like, it's not that deep.
And where a lot of people, the other argument they always say is, well, in case of emergency, beneficiary and shit. Man, it's 2018. There should be some shit, some portal. I just type on iPad somewhere.
Right.
If I go missing, my girlfriend is fucking alerted. Like, it shouldn't be, she gotta be my wife or her to know I'm fucking in a morgue somewhere.
And if I die,
like,
she get my shit.
Yeah,
she
like,
got my shit.
I gotta get married.
I can't just write that down somewhere.
Right.
Yo, my girl
go
and
to City
my
Hall
mom
or something. Like,
split my shit up. Like, something. Like, oh no, you weren't married. She's completely cut out. Like,
yeah, plenty of shit. I feel like I don't see why society is scared to update it. Like, whether it's like
tradition is a motherfucker, man.
I hate tradition.
People will fight tooth and nail to keep the status quo, to just keep feeling the same way that they felt before.
Not too many traditions I try to hold on to. Like, not many. Like, besides, like, I hate like something like more trivial. Like, I hate greeting cards. Like, I bet it was my mom, my grandma. Like, I told her, you know, I feel like that was a point in my life where I became a man. I'm not saying on my greeting cards. It's over. I'm not done.
I hate
like,
cards in general.
Shit is stupid.
I think they're dumb.
Yeah, like I can buy my mom a fucking island, but like, where the card at? It's like, what the. Grandma's like, well, who gives a fuck about this piece of paper that I spent like fucking $6 on these days?
My
like,
grandma really into cards, man.
Yeah.
She cares about that shit heavy.
Shit done.
I don't get that shit either. It's a piece of fucking cardboard with some dumbass note on it that a million people read already.
With an envelope that was extra $3.
And you throwing it away. 100%.
Yeah. I know I am. My grandma, she tried to save them, but I don't read that shit no more.
I feel like people do that to like convince themselves that they fuck with the card. they save the card so that they can be like, oh, you see, I got all mine right here. Like, they're important to me. Nigga, you never read that fucking card again, my nigga. It's gonna sit on that shelf. It's gonna sit right on that dresser.
I'm gonna read shit. If I open a card in that, throw it away. And if something in that, take it out, throw it away still. Like, it's the same time.
I read it. Like, if somebody took the time out to buy me the card and wrote a note in it, I'm gonna be like, all right. I read the shit, and then it's dead to me after that.
Cause then everybody know I don't like cards, so I feel disrespected if you give me a card, especially if it's empty. Like, everybody know I hate cards.
You gotta look them in the eye and be like, throw that shit in the trash.
Like, I remember one time, like, one of my cousins gave me a Harry Potter book for my birthday. I'm like, nigga, I hate you. Like what the
fuck with Harry Potter?
Fuck no. And I don't read.
Harry Potter?
I know
you can't say both of those statements. That sounded terrible.
Yo, I understand.
Fuck
I know
Potter,
if I was another person, I'd be very stupid. But you know, I'm an anomaly. I can admit that. I'm actually my whole life I've been very good at language arts and writing and shit like that.
I'm an anomaly. I
am
like it was humble.
I'm very great at reading comprehension. I can write scripts, all this shit. My hand works very well, depending wise shit like that. Wish I was a rapper, but
hop on the track.
I can't. I don't know. It's that part of the brain is deformed.
Blocked off.
But reading, that's the part deformity. Like I go to sleep, it's boring, shit like that. I can't do it, whatever. So I say all to say, then you give me Harry Potter. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter. Shit trash. Yeah, I said it.
Harry Potter was dope.
Yeah, I said it. Nigga. That shit trash.
I read every single one of them books.
You like Star Wars?
I love Star Wars.
All right, cool, fair enough. I feel like people try to put them against each other. Like
only comparison to Star Wars, Star Trek, and that was dumb too.
Star Trek used to be trash, but I like the newer ones though.
I just never got into it the same way I fucked with Star Wars.
Of course, yeah.
Like, I really used to skip school every time one of the movies came out.
I respect that.
Every time. Like,
got you. Fair one, real quick.
What'd you say?
Fair one, real quick.
Episode 3. Okay,
cool. I like it. Yeah. Fair enough. Shout out to Anakin. All right, so wrapping all up. Moral to the story. What we got? What would sum it up? Everybody need reasons to live.
Get that out.
And if you need some more, it comes out
March 20th.
Or tomorrow, if you really listen to the day this episode came out. Shout out to the OTD fam. Shout out to real love and being in love, whatever the fuck you think it may mean to you. What else you discover here? Shout out to the Afro Latinas or Latinx.
Nice.
Latinx. I don't want to get in trouble again, man. I don't want to get in trouble again. Well, shout out to everything, whatever. If you like the episode, you know, of course, like I always say, live tweet it, #RRQLive. Follow him, Jizza Raw, I'm assuming everywhere,
Jizza
whatever.
Raw and everything, JIZZARAW.
Yep.
Get at me.
And shout out to everybody, RightonQuelive. Talk about it. We out.